Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the Peter Oven Flopcast, episode 28.
And I'm back, bitches.
Yes, Damo is back with us. Huzzah. And Damo wasn't suffering from a light sensitivity headache this time.
This time round, yeah.
Well, I did say if one does pop up again, because you have been suffering from them a lot more as of late. Because they've been rearing their ugly head up big time this time. So, fingers crossed, we managed to get through this without one popping up.
Hopefully.
Yes. Providing all of a sudden we don't start a rave like. Well, should we go with the shine from your head then? But yes, hello everyone, welcome to the Peter Oven Flopcast. We do try to talk about video games, and sometimes we do deviate, depending on a cat attack.
There you go. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my lighting issues, because one minute I'm orange, the next I'm not. And techie diffs on my end. There's always something. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Arnie. I hope you feel well throughout the podcast. Thank you very much. So yes, the title of the Flopcast today: New Game Plus, Pokemon Stadium, and E3 Go. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Kind of a interesting. I know, a bit of an interesting choice. One that's not entirely rhyming, but it was kind of hard to rhyme with the topics at hand.
Yes.
But it is what it is. So with that being said, as we always do at the start of all this shit, Damo, what have you been playing the last couple of weeks?
Don't know what that was. Pokemon Violet. I was playing it a little bit today. As well as obviously Pokemon Infinite Fusions. I've been playing Resident Evil 4 and I'm just taking a break from the remake at the moment because I'm trying to do it on professional mode and it's just, not happening.
Just being a bitch.
Just being a bitch. Anyway. And,
Especially with shirtless Leon.
Yes, that's shirtless Leon. Yeah.
Not clipping that.
No, please don't. Please don't, because I hate my teeth. Like, so bad.
I think that's why I see a lot of streamers actually when they laugh they cover their mouth.
It's like, yeah.
So you're just more anime
don't
that way.
put that.
If you do it like that, you're more anime.
Chris is best male Resident Evil character. I mean, fair play, everybody's got their own thing, but this one was focused more so on Leon, and we found some mods, which we can probably talk about today, actually, to be fair, because it's not exactly skirting the lines by describing them slightly.
Well, I mean, it's not like on one of the other podcasts we didn't talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake mods or anything.
Exactly.
So far off!
Massive cock!
And surprisingly is!
What else have I played? I played a little bit of Genshin Impact just for like 5 minutes a while back. Thick Ashley mod is best. Link me up, girl.
Wait, hold up, what?
Link me up.
Thick Ashley mod? Oh god.
I wouldn't mind taking a look at that. Yeah, that's about it really, and obviously apart from Sims.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, me, obviously been doing a fair amount of Pokemon Infinite Fusions, checking out the different versions, and we are currently playing the updated version.
Yes.
At least the most up-to-date version that we have seen.
No, that is the most up-to-date. I'm on the Discord.
And yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with that, mate. So you may have actually seen on my stream as well as Daimo's stream. We were looking at some very cursed shit. Some very cursed combinations.
Mhm.
That's kind of been sort of like one of the main things over the past like week or so, isn't it? It's just like just that cursed shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh,
Uh,
Yu-Gi-Oh as well, because I
oh.
almost made you. I made you sweat at one point.
Just because we were using the exact same deck, so it could have gone either way.
Mm.
You just happen to have a better hand than me.
Probably.
No, facts. You had a better hand than me at the start.
Yeah.
I just happened to draw the cards I needed at the right time. I pulled
That's
anime.
okay.
I pulled anime Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit. Shing!
I have
Yo.
to wait for my lipstick to dry because I've only just applied it. Chaos sent a pic of Ashley on Chaos Discord.
I will have a look at
Chaos.
that in a minute. I'll look on my phone because if I look on here, we'll fucking mess up the system. Obviously been doing that. Obviously Genshin. Obviously working on Dia. Yeah. I managed to also finish about 3:30 this morning. Actually,
Well, when I spoke to you this morning, you hadn't slept, so.
yeah. Well, I stopped at 4:30. I tried to go to bed. I kept tossing and turning, and by the time I realised it was 6:30.
Yeah.
So I tried. So yes, sleepy dragon today.
Very sleepy dragon.
So if you see me go, you guys kind of know why. But yeah, managed to, as of today, finish Horizon Zero Dawn. So I will make my way onto the next one. Because, well, it came with my PS5, an actual physical copy of the game, so gotta get on that. Obviously, as Damo said, obviously we've been hitting that Yu-Gi-Oh train quite a bit as of late. I've now made a deck that people definitely don't want me to play now. Which I will only use probably on randoms when I'm playing just the casual duels outside of customs.
Probably, yeah.
Probably for the best, because 10-0 last session. Which, fucking ridiculous. Should not have won that. As much as I had. But yeah, it's kind of been a bit slow really, because obviously I'm still job hunting, so it's kind of been a little bit on the nose. But yeah, did a bit of Cold War yesterday. Dealing with some bullshit.
Lost nothing.
And trying not to shit the bed. I'm gonna shit the bed.
Fucking disgusting.
No one clip that. No one fucking clip that.
Clip it.
I'll fucking slap you. But yeah, kind of. But mainly just a fair amount of like Pokemon, just making sure that shit actually works. One thing I was actually going to try but didn't actually get time to do in the end, because I kind of got distracted elsewhere, was the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, the free Steam game, which we will be talking about on the Flopcast.
That.
Yes. As I think it is, well, very silly based on what I've seen so far, and I might end up doing that for a stream. I think it might be because apparently there's no voices in it, so maybe as a little piss around, maybe the voice acting cast can jump on that for some shits and giggles.
But we all know who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's face it.
Me?
No, Dr. Robotnik finally.
No, Amy. You won't love me! You don't love me! You keep running away from me!
There's a fucking reason, love.
You're a fucking loony, bitch!
Damn!
Oh, come on. Amy is way fucking loony.
She's not the worst I've seen in terms of video games. Fucking go up.
Yeah, there have been worse. I can't even actually describe Amy as yandere because she's not that psychotic level. She's close,
No.
but not to the extent that you would call yandere.
No.
She's near, but not near enough. She's Yan.
Yes, I just touched my eyeball. No, I do not care. I've been doing it since I was a child.
Wasn't even paying attention.
It seemed like you were for a moment. That's why I just explain it.
You'll have to explain to YouTube, not me. Because, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, these always obviously go up. Obviously within the week that we do these. These are live recordings.
Yes, and please stop calling me cute. I'm talking to YouTube.
Demo. Chaos. Chaos. Demo.
I'm Demu. Okay, I'm pointing to myself. I am Demu. And that one's Chaos. Or that one. Or whatever it's... Yeah, which way ever. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm on that side.
See, for me, I'm on this side.
Yeah. I know, it's weird. It's weird. I don't get why Discord does it like that. Makes it very difficult when actually like trying to point at people.
Yeah, you have to point like in an opposite direction, so it's like...
Demo is in that direction, that direction, that direction, that direction.
And I do also have a Twitter, you know, so it's... Yeah.
Twitter.com/.
Demo is in your house. Yes, I am in Chaos's house.
Yep.
Running around with my massive ass dildo.
Yeah, it's scaring my nephew. It's my mum's literally on the floor
What would
laughing.
you...
Jay's literally just running away, going, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Demo is everywhere. Demu is everywhere. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, once you get to know, you're stuck with me.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. I feel sorry for anyone that has to come into contact with me.
I was gonna say something real bad then, but I shut my
Say
mouth.
it.
No, no, no.
I give you permission.
No.
I give you permission and will not get mad at you.
I'm not saying it for my own benefit. I'm not saying it for my own benefit. It's one of those thoughts where it's just like, funny in your head, leave it there, because as soon as you say it, you'll regret it. You may not get mad at me, but I'll get mad at me. Let's just leave it at that. And here's the thing, you're going to ask me after the Flopcast. No, I'm not telling you.
That's such a me.
No.
Oh my god.
And there's nothing kinky about this.
Right? I like being degraded anyway.
There's nothing trust me, there's
things.
nothing degrading about this. Yeah, it's not like a blowjob or anything.
I've just noticed because of the delay. I've just noticed my eye roll. That's so fucking freaky, man. I'm a freak.
Delayed eye roll. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we do occasionally talk about video games when we're not getting cat attacked, or well, having to deal with technical issues, or well, Discord doesn't want to work, or well, we don't discover something that could be potential news, or it could, you know, just be more bullshit.
Let me play with my hand.
At least you got something to play with. Unlike me.
Mine.
Gonna go circle the corner now. Ooh.
Oh, it'll be okay. I'll cut some off for you when it grows a bit too long, okay?
One of these days, I'm just
When I
gonna.
next cut and shave my hair, I'll just give it to you in a zip bag. There you go.
One of these days, I'm just gonna start the Flopcast with one of my mum's wigs.
Do it, man. Do it.
And I started the stream one time doing that, so.
Exactly.
But talking about bullshit, and kind of something we were talking about earlier in regards of Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 Remake, as I'd say it's done pretty good for itself. Not gonna lie, I've been hearing mixed responses in regards of it. A lot of people are either liking it, and some people are like, But one thing I think is not doing the game justice is, well, social media. Yet again, people continue to prove how stupid the gaming community can be at points. Or at least, well, some die-hard fans, or die-hard. Yeah, I use that term very loosely. But apparently, the voice actress and, I believe, motion actress for Ada Wong in Resident Evil 4 Remake has been receiving a fair amount of shit in regards of her work as Ada in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Which is really stupid, really. It's like, guys, why are you attacking? Again, people can't... I get continuously annoyed how people can't seem to differentiate between, like, can't separate the character and the actor. But apparently she's received very hateful messages. There's even been apparently some death threats as well. And it's just... It's stupid. Like, if you don't like the character, fair enough. If you don't like how it's done, fair enough. That's just how they went for it in the game.
Exactly. She hardly had any lines anyway. It's true.
Yeah.
I know in the original she had at least some more, but at the end of the day, don't go hating on a character like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just... Well, if you're gonna hate the character, not the fucking actor that's paid to actually do that work. Like, they can only do the best in which they're directed. And it's just... It's sad. It's just... She hardly had any lines anyway. We have to wait for separate ways to truly judge her. I mean, Resident Evil has always had cringy voice acting. I mean, Resident Evil 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Leave it be. It is what it is. But at the same time, that's not enough excuse to attack someone. To go on the internet and basically try and harass some... No doubt people have probably tried to dox her as well, because the internet seems to love doing that to people. Because apparently people don't have anything else to better fucking do with their lives. Other than throw some sort of like major Karen fit. Look, literally, they did a horrible job in this voice. I feel like they've assaulted my very being. Call the police. Fuck off.
Okay.
Oh, come on. There's plenty of Karen videos where literally like, they're like, oh, I've been hurt. They've just assaulted me. Bitch, they didn't even touch you.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, people, just think. I understand being passionate about something, but get a fucking grip. For real. Like, sheesh. Well, I'm putting an end to that one because there wasn't really much I've managed to find on that one. And hopefully, because there's been so little actually from what I've seen on it, hopefully it's already over and done with.
Well, we can only hope.
Yes. But this is the internet. So, yeah. Now, you have something, Demo?
I literally have one thing. That's literally, I have one thing. So, yeah.
What's
And
uh,
that one is EA won't let American McGee make any more Alice games, which is actually a fucking shame, by the way. A good fucking series.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to play the Alice in Wonderland games again. Because they're so fucking good.
American McGee's Alice, yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta play, like, there's literally 2 of them. I have been on this shit, surfing the webs, since the second one initially came out. Okay. Played it. And been stalking the page. They even had a Kickstarter up, everything to get it into production. So much information came out about it, like, early on, and then we had, like, you know, went radio silent for a few years, came back with more information. It was fucking great. I was getting kind of excited about it. And EA, fuck Sims Project Renee, bring back American McGee's Alice. Genuinely.
Kind of funny how EA literally, wasn't it a few months ago that we covered EA basically saying they don't actually do any single player games? Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to actually follow through with that. We're saying, oh yeah, we don't do single player games because we destroyed them all.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Yeah, no, lipstick got on my septum for some reason, somehow. But anyway, yeah, I'm pissed off about it.
So, have they made like any like official statement on it?
Well, this is through Eurogamer, which is one of my many trusted sources I like to go to for any form of gaming information.
FYI, people, a lot of our sources are basically just what you can find just by digging. We do recommend, if you want to actually learn anything else, you actually do the digging yourself. We prefer people to actually... We like to actually hopefully be the start of people actually looking for the truth of stuff. And if you actually do have any information that we miss, do come back to us either on the YouTube, either on when this is uploaded on YouTube, put it in the comment section, or on Twitter at us, so that we actually then can see like this information at first hand, then we can actually make sure that more proper information actually gets out. The only way we can actually as a community work together to actually get the truth out is if we work together.
Yeah.
Sorry, Damo.
Thank you. It's alright. American McGee's attempt to develop a third installment in his fan favorite Alice series is at an end. In a public statement posted to McGee's Patreon, the developer said he had exhausted every option for getting a new Alice game made after IP holder Electronic Arts reportedly decided to pass on the project based on an internal analysis of the IP, market conditions, and detail of the production itself. Well, the proposal, shall I say, itself. Shortly after the completion of the design bible, I resumed talks with Electronic Arts regarding our efforts to get the new game made. McGee explains they were presented with the design bible and production plan produced in collaboration with Virtuos Games, outlining the schedule, budget, team, and design for the new game's production. After several weeks of review, EA has come back with a response regarding funding and/or licensing for Alice Asylum. On the question of funding, they have ultimately decided to pass on the project based on the internal analysis of the IP, market conditions, and details of the production proposal. Despite passing on the project, though, it seems that EA wasn't willing to part with the license either.
EA, answers, please.
Yeah, considering you're okay to pass the license over back over to like Maxis, though, aren't you?
Yeah, EA. You know, we'd like to actually hear something in regards to this because this is pretty big and unfortunate news, and I personally think EA should answer in regards to this.
Yep. On the question of licensing.
Rewind.
Thank you. For your patience. On the questions of licensing, they replied that Alice is an important part of EA's overall game catalog, and selling or licensing it isn't something they're prepared to do right now, McGee added. At this point, we have exhausted every option for getting a new Alice game made. With those answers from EA, there is no other way forward with the project. McGee finishes by stating he has no other ideas or energy left to apply towards getting a nice Alice game made, and confirmed that he has no control over the Alice IP and no ability to make a new game happen. He also thanked the artists and designers who worked on the project to start, who were funded through Patreon. So bear in mind, right, he gave them obviously, you know, the rights to be able to publish the game and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Despite this has been in production for literal fucking years, practically a decade. Look, I'm gonna need that licensing back so we can get this forwarded, like, you know, kickstarted. We've got the funds from here and here and here. We just need the final little budget that, like, you know, budget funded, which is through you guys. Just give it back, like, you know, sort of thing. You know you're gonna get it back through sales anyway, so can you just help me out, make another installment of my game? And EA is like, fuck you. I'm sorry, they best not continue the fucking production with somebody else, because that will be very disrespectful.
Do you know what will probably happen is if they do, what will be the one thing they'll probably add into it, which will piss a lot of people off? Microtransactions.
Yeah, because the only game they can't do that with is Sims. I love that so much. But, you know, they do that technically through kits and stuff, but that's more to help the console gamers out of anything else. But yeah. Anyway, lastly, I want to extend a bittersweet thank you to our Patreon supporters, McGee said. I know this is not the outcome we'd hoped for, and I feel a mix of emotions that leaves me sick at the idea of all the money, hope, ideas, and love you've poured into this effort over the years. We knew going into this adventure that failure was a possibility, but we wanted to believe in possible things, and we had fun doing that up to the moment when reality forced itself into our wonderland. It's often said that when one door closes, another opens, trite but true, and I hope that for all of you, this closure will bring life to other adventures and dreams.
Yeah, let's just hope that EA doesn't turn the dream into a nightmare. Which would...
Yeah, well, you'd fucking hope.
Which, you know, would kind of be ironic, really. Considering the state of which the last...
Oh, damn! That's not the kind of mod that I want, but fair enough, sorry.
Yes, I just sent the thick Ashley over to Damo Ali.
Yeah.
She more than thick. She Kung Fu Panda. Does she?
Oh, why am I listening to the Resident Evil full story? I know that. YouTube, fix your shit.
Hey, what's wrong with her body? Nothing, just we weren't expecting...
Yeah, to be fair, it was more out of shock out of anything else, so I apologise.
Although we shouldn't be too surprised considering the stuff we've seen in regards to Wailord over the past week.
Oh, hey, Inventor. Sorry, I've just seen everybody's messages. Hi. You gonna play some more Dark Tide? Go play some more Dark Tide. Wait, no, that's the wrong stream. Don't worry. Now, right, I'll put YouTube in between yours and yours. Fuck.
Let's just hope things actually don't go from bad to worse. But yeah, from one thing being cancelled to another, which, to be honest, I think is kind of long overdue, to be honest. This came literally, literally about a week and a bit ago. The ESA announced today, as of when this was posted, that this year's E3 has been cancelled. The event was supposed to be held on June 13th to 16th at the LA Convention Center and would have been the first in-person E3 event since 2019. and it kind of brings up a bit of a question in my eyes. Considering all the different like companies now that are basically like holding their own like little events and stuff, especially in regards to consoles now, and they've all got their own like events. Obviously, Nintendo obviously has their time, PlayStation obviously has their time, Xbox as well. Even Bethesda and so many other like game developers have their own like time where they showcase stuff or give people updates and stuff. So it kind of makes me wonder, has E3 finally run its course? Because one of the biggest things about E3 was literally like, oh, you come to E3, you get to play. You get to actually chance to see or maybe even play these games. The games that you've basically been reading about in our articles for quite some time. You actually get to try them out. Now, it's no longer the case. There's so many like different conventions out there going on, or so many like different events that people are actually getting the chance to do this stuff anyway. That it kind of, the gathering of E3 is kind of null and void, really. So, does something like E3 belong in the current? Does a convention like E3 really have a place in the current structure of like the gaming community as it stands?
Well,
I would have loved to have said yes, there's still a place for it, but after everything I've just labelled out, it kind of feels like that's no longer the case. But that might be just because I'm kind of old school in regards to some games. Now, what do you think, Damo?
Dude. Even if it was still going ahead and didn't get cancelled, let's face it, it's just another money grab for people to spend extra cash on to go to the event. And if you do it through the things like Ticketmaster, yeah, that should be like botched right now.
Yeah. Slayer makes a very good point. It's almost like devs realise they can save money by doing their own conferences on their own time, and then they won't have to worry about anything like time slots or anything. Yeah. If only you know they actually kept to that, and didn't cause their devs to bring out subpar games or incomplete games, which resulted in several different fucking like several thousand fucking patches within like a week. Yeah. But then again, though, like kind of ironic, we'd actually get better games back when E3 was actually a constant thing, and they were trying to get games out in time for E3. Yeah, it's like, what do you like? I'm gonna throw it out there to you guys in watching this either live or watching the VODs, either on Twitch or on YouTube. What do you guys think? As something like E3 now run its course, or do you think there might still be a way for E3 to actually maybe be around? Do you think maybe there might be a chance for E3 to maybe resurface next year? And if so, what do you think they might be able to do? What might actually keep them going? What might actually separate them from just another game conference? There's got to be something out there. There's got to be some sort of fresh idea that might try and keep it alive.
Maybe.
But at the current state of things, that like obviously people are only just slowly starting to integrate yet again on this scale. So it's, I don't know. It's almost kind of feel like, to me, it kind of feels like the end of like an era, so to speak. Because E3 always used to be like, especially when I was a kid reading like video game magazines and stuff like that, it would always be like when you'd get like a little free demo disc as well. It'd be like E3's chosen game demos and stuff like that, and then you get to play it on the PlayStation and stuff. That was what I would look forward to, because it's like, oh, what game am I looking forward to? And it's just, I don't know. it feels kind of bittersweet and sad at the same time. But I just might be because I'm old.
No, I get it, but that's the thing though, with a lot of these events, regardless if it's video gaming, music, theatrics, whatever, now is more literally used as a money grab by the ticket salespeople out of anything else. And then you got to think, in the video game industry, to have something set up like that, you've got the developers and shit that need to pay for like even a table to be able to even discuss what they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, and not even getting the full price of everything else in between, like at this event that they are entitled to. And it's just getting to the point where it's like getting too far.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, it sucks. It's sad that it's going to be leaving because it's one of the lifetime opportunities you get to meet the developers and some of the people, you know, that are actually taking part in the game. You know, like, as we all know, Keanu Reeves with Cyberpunk 2077. You know, like, that was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of, like, experience for a lot of people. But at the same time, with the way that the world is at the moment, it's just really not doable, and financially is a strain on not just the developers and the corporations that own these games to be able to talk about something like this at a major event such as this anyway, but also for the people buying the tickets as well.
Yeah. And it's like another thing as well, I just thought, like, because when it comes to like conventions or conferences like this, is like it's also like an excuse for people who aren't nearby, who aren't like literally just like a stone throw away.
Exactly.
It gives people like, it gave people an extra chance to actually, you know, interact and meet up.
Yeah.
Which is again just another one thing of why I think it's kind of like sad that it's reached this point. Because it's like, there goes another opportunity for groups to interact. And an age where interaction is more than key, it feels like we're losing more opportunity to actually interact in the same process.
No, I understand that. Like I said, more on the financial front, it's a mega strain for a lot of people involved.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing, is the financial. And again, I hate it that it's basically down to money. But that is the reality of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, say if we wanted to go to it, if it was still happening, there's no way in hell we're going to afford to get there. Because it's, one, in a different country.
Yeah.
Two, we then have to also make arrangements and stuff. And it's just, again, it's not doable.
Yeah. Like, the impact that like doing something like that has on your life, because then you basically have to take time away from like your regular schedules. Like, it could get in the way of like any plans that may have come up. It can also interfere with work. As like, there's also like travel arrangements as well, not to mention trying to get actually into a hotel. And usually when these types of events go on and happen,
they're just too booked up, and you've got to book up to a year in advance.
Yeah. And the only way you actually find out about it is a year in advance, and literally it goes like that. It's like hotcakes. Yeah. It's like, literally, I was reading on Twitter, literally just another convention ended, like WeebCon. That ended just recently, and it's like, I'm reading all the people like said, like, they're saying goodbye to their friends that they've met and they've known for a bit, but they've actually had a chance to meet. And then I also read, it's like, I'm gonna go cry on the toilet while I take a shit. It's like,
it is a sad thing though at the end of the day, and the thing is as well, with a lot of these events, 9 times out of 10 is through Ticketmaster now, because they are the ultimate ticket marketing company.
Ultimate.
And they're you know, somewhat, this is okay, so like deviating away from video games for a second, because obviously this is how like I get my source of information on tickets and stuff like that. I'm part of a closed group on Facebook that's Download Festival related, but obviously NDR, not Download Festival related sort of situation. Somebody went to go and buy tickets for Bad Omens initially when they were like on sale, obviously pre-COVID, you know. They were average price, just like my Manchester White tickets were £30, well £32.50 if you count the fees. They go and buy tickets now, almost 600 quid because of the scalpers. And that's Ticketmaster, by the way, because you can resell the tickets, but Ticketmaster, depending on the popularity on who you're going to see or the event, they charge you extra now.
Yeah.
So fucking much.
Not just that,
And
it's
that's
also
the unfortunate thing as well with events.
yeah.
It's
Again, it's the same as like planes as well. Getting plane tickets, like hotels as well. Like, unfortunately, it seems that the rise of scalpers is like it just getting worse. So events and conferences like E3 are no longer doable, and it's a shame as well because it's like that would be E3 would be like one of the premier places where literally the community would actually get to see maybe like the next gen console that's being worked on, or like a game that might be actually heading to our shores maybe within the year. You know, it's kind of a shame really because like now we're just so inundated. It was like, oh, this game's coming out, here's the footage. It's like there's no longer any suspense anymore.
No, exactly.
And it's
and the suspense that we do get from, you know, obviously the footage we're shown, 9 times out of 10 aren't even in the game, and if it is, it's the main part of it, so you've basically just ruined the suspense anyway.
Yeah, it's just
and
hard.
this is coming from someone, just to let you guys know, it's not even a secret. I watched, like, you know, some YouTubers play the game just before it comes out, because obviously they get a pre-release code. Just so I'm not disappointed by the time I go and think about paying for it. I would much rather watch, you know, at least a lot of the gameplay. No, I'm going to forget anyways. The bits that I need to remember, I will forget. And, you know, just do it that way. That way, I'm not disappointed. But if you want to release some fucking game footage as a company and think, oh, I know what we're going to do, let's bring out all of it. The best parts of the best, and then either not include it and cut it for whatever reason, because obviously there's 9 times out of 10 a reason anyway that they have to cut shit, or you're just going to keep it in because you know that's what people are going to be playing the game for, which is fair enough, but you can hype it up in different ways rather than making all the best bits visible. Otherwise they're going to be like, oh, is that it? You know.
Yeah, like one of the things I remember like years ago, back when Blockbuster was still a thing. I know, Blockbuster, a name you don't hear much these days. And I was looking forward to Final Fantasy 13. And a couple of guys that me and a friends at the time met due to an event that was being held by Blockbuster. We went back to their place and we literally watched the video on Final Fantasy 13 and they're like, oh, well, this is probably all the best bits. It's like, have you even played a Final Fantasy game? You realise how long they fucking take? What we're literally seeing is just the intro. Guarantee, a lot of this shit was literally the intro. And lo and behold, I was fucking right. Oh, it's probably only the best bits. But it's like, again, it's just how people like showcase, and E3 was a way that got people to actually showcase in a good way, I feel. Because then it would get reported into video game magazines, and then obviously kids my age would be like, oh, I want a magazine, I want a magazine, I want a magazine.
Yeah, but even that's going out of style now these days.
I don't even see that stuff like that anymore.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, it's going out of fucking style, man.
I mean, that was like the thing back in the day. Like, you'd have the discs of like 6 or 8 demos of that month. I remember playing Crash Bandicoot on those.
Yeah.
Like, I personally feel that the demos actually hold more personality and passion a lot of the time than most of the fucking AAA games or games that get released these days.
You had at least in the demo, like for one game on that demo disc, I'm pretty sure you had at least good 5-hour gameplay.
Yeah.
Although and you can play it over and over and over again.
Yeah. Because there would actually be other stuff that you could actually do with it. Like, even fighting games like Tekken, when they had their demos on there, like, there was still stuff you could do because they had to, because they actually added because it wasn't just you versus AI. It was actually you could actually play with your friend who came over.
Yeah.
Showing my age.
And now you get half-hour like content. That's it. You've got half hour to play this specific bit. Fuck off.
You got half hour before we then close the servers. Before you lose your ticket. Looking at the Resident Evil fucking demos, Resident Evil Remake demos, literally had like a short amount of time. I think it was Resident Evil 2 Remake that they did that. Literally you had like about an hour to play. And if you jumped off the game and then returned, it wouldn't case if you had another hour. You literally only had how long you had left. And it's like, if you want to explore, you need more than that. You want to be able to actually experience stuff, you need more than that. You want to be able to get yourself hyped, you need more than that.
Yep.
But now that's no longer the case. Mind you, it's also kind of due to the fact that literally you've got so many people doing data mining and shit like that. And literally finding out all the secrets. So demos now are kind of made irrelevant due to, unfortunately, the tech-savvy people on the internet. Which is... I guess you could say the hype that was generated when we were younger, or myself in particular when I was younger, like way back. I guess that's kind of what's led to, unfortunately, people that literally have no patience whatsoever. Now. Like, ooh, there's this. Right, we must find out everything so that we can go ahead and let everyone know, and then we'll be the good person because we've let everyone know that this game is actually going to be a disappointment. No! Fuck off! Fuck off! We get that you guys are trying to actually get out information, but guess what? That's not a good thing.
We don't all want to hear it. Like,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Like when I hear about Genshin Impact information from data miners, I'm just like, eh. I just ignore it. I'm just like, nope, not bothered. Because it's like,
Yeah.
it's just, fuck off. Leave the actual information to gaming journalists. That's outside of IGN. Am I wrong?
Fucking hell. No, you're not wrong, but fucking hell, man.
Not a dig at IGN or anything before anyone tries to throw me under the fucking bus. It's not a dig. It's just, when you hear about gaming journalism, a lot of the time...
It's IGN.
Yeah. And it's like, there are other forms of gaming journalism. That's not just IGN. So... Because like... A lot of the where I go for a lot of my information is not IGN, because they'll only cover like some of the hotter topics. I tend to go elsewhere, hence why some of the titles for the Flopcast have very fucking weird.
Yeah.
They're quite vague. Just more proof that I'm getting old. E3 coming to an end. I would shed a tear if I didn't see this coming.
But you did.
Yeah.
Let's face it, we all predicted this kind of shit will happen, like, you know, when we were little kids, and we just take the piss out of it, you know?
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Well, from the end
And
of...
I'm 27 this year, so...
I'm 35 this year. Don't even.
I'm gonna be you by the time I get to 35, you understand that, right?
What's that, bold and sexy?
Not bold. Actually, I might try the bold look again.
What, when you get to my age?
Yeah, I'll just put it under the guise of a midlife crisis.
Alright, you heard that, stream, alright? Alright, I want someone to make a timestamp in the comment section on YouTube in regards to this, alright?
I said I might. Not that I will, I said I might.
just so in case she's...
If I make it that long. I'ma just say nothing. My dude, I'm 27 this year. not living for the hype at all. Like every year, apart from last year with obviously the birthday stream, as you know, Chaos. That was fucking great. Best birthday I've ever had in my fucking 20s, and that's saying everything. Because up until that point, the first 6 years of my 20s, no, sorry, 5 years and a bit.
And a fact
that. Every time I made plans for my birthday, it would consistently get cancelled. So I did genuinely appreciate last year, even if I had to dunk my face in custard.
Hey, you said that you might actually do that if we reach a certain goal, right? You kind of put your own foot in on that. I just may have, had a little bit something to do with that, or maybe,
Why do you think I haven't said anything about a birthday stream this year yet? Because I'm still trying to work out the kinks. And I have never, ever, ever... I chucked the ketchup away.
That was, I'm not gonna lie though, that was fucking hilarious, that entire stream.
I hate tasty ketchup so bad.
I know.
I chucked away the ketchup. There's not gonna be ketchup this time.
Gonna be mustard.
No, I'm not even gonna get mustard, my dude. Why do you think I'd be a mustard-loving person?
Hey,
like,
man,
my only condiments that I have right now in my cupboard and in my fridge is mayonnaise.
Hey,
because barbecue sauce is so fucking expensive.
Hey, man. I'm just thinking, like, maybe we can go through the condiments.
Yeah, if you're paying for said condiments.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll actually lead our way up to wasabi.
Again, if you pay for it. If you pay for it. Ranch, never tried it.
Here's the thing. Knowing you, though, it'll be a case of, right, Chaos, you're paying for the ranch, right? Now, if we hit this goal, then I'll do it.
Yeah. I haven't regretted everything. Honestly, I probably will too. I can't deny that. But yeah, I haven't really got any like plans for birthday stream really, to be honest, at the moment. I'm still trying to come up with ideas.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm too focused on what I've got going on right now to be able to think about like what the fuck I'm gonna do on my birthday. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, exactly. Like
considering how things have actually been like for both of us, like stream wise as of late, it's like I know for a fact that a birthday stream could spell a lot of trouble for me, especially if last Friday's anything to go by.
All I know so far that I've got in the works in my little pea-sized intelligent brain
Giant.
is basically a shit ton of multiplayer games. But obviously I will naturally have like, the sub goals and stuff. So yeah.
Oh god. I don't know why, but I get a feeling this year is going to be particularly interesting in terms of birthday streams, considering the crew that is now around.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have the sub goal a lot bigger than this, like last year's, for my birthday stream.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm protecting my ass.
You know you ain't.
I'm protecting my ass.
Yeah.
But I've got to.
As soon as I find out word, all I basically do is just say to a few people, you're not entirely safe.
Yeah, you and Inventor know my birthday.
I know.
Elijah doesn't. Bacon doesn't.
Yet.
Yeah, you say yet. The only hint you're getting is that I'm a Virgo, that's it. You ain't gonna find out until the day, bro.
Oh, you missed that. Let me go message Elijah and Bacon.
Put the keyboard down.
It's kind of hard to put the keyboard down when it's attached to the fucking laptop.
Exactly. Get your fingers away from it.
I'll just do it on the phone then.
Put the phone down.
No.
Thank you. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna knock at a door one of these days, and it's just gonna be Damo or someone just gonna like, delivery. What? I'm just gonna get fucking
Matt.
clapped.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm a researcher right now. Good luck, because you know those tracking websites to do with people's Twitch accounts and stuff? Fortunately for me, I haven't put on my birthday. Or my Twitter, I don't think, so we're all good.
Yes. Technically, all I'll have to do is look up on the clips.
Deletes all the clips.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're
giving people ideas.
yeah. Oop. Yeah. David does that, but in actual fact, I think she means more like.
I don't know.
Oh, fucking hell. So,
Yeah.
one little thing.
Aww.
So, apparently, based on a lot of the characters are now actually starting to be revealed in trailers for Tekken 8. And
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're actually changing up some of the combat slightly.
No.
And for what might apparently be the final installment in the Tekken series, some people are speculating that this might actually be the best in the series yet.
Pre-rolling.
I know. So
I saw the way you looked at me then, so I was like,
I look at you weird all the time. What's new? But yeah, apparently they'll be adding like heat gauges or like heat smashes to basically deal extra damage. So it won't be just be like the OP attack that they had in the last game. If you were low on health, looks like they'll be adding something else to the mix as well to add a little bit more spice. My guess is they're wanting to see how players actually definitely deal with what is coming next. And kitty cat.
Kitty cat, yes. Come here then.
The graphics for the game are looking already great. The fact that, to be honest, I hope they don't actually do this, and story-wise, because they killed Heihachi in the last game in Tekken 7. So apparently there's also talks about them maybe adding him back in. You'd be like, no! The whole point of this is literally just to be the end. To bring Heihachi back, we'll literally just basically put it on a spin. Unless what they do is you beat the game and they add him as like an extra character, like you get to play as a result of like beating the story. That'd be the only way I would find that acceptable. Are we going to see a cat launch or?
Hop up. There you go.
Kitty cuddles time?
Kitty cuddle time.
In the throat?
Headbutt me in the throat, but yeah.
I mean...
Am I gonna get a cuddle? Because that's what you wanted. So awkward.
Yeah. At least we're not getting a brown eye.
No, but it looks like I'm going to. Right. Come here, you. There we go. Lay down. There we go.
Aww.
No! That is the only way I can hear on the computer.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the first part of the Flopcast. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and then we will continue.
Try and bite your own fur off my hand.
We will continue once we come back with some other bits of news in regards of, especially in regards of what the title actually says. So, take this time, ladies and gentlemen, go stretch your legs. Maybe go grab yourself something to eat, something to drink. Maybe have a siggy wiggy oo woo. And yes, not all at once at the same time, degenerates.
Night, babe.
But yes, we will see you back here very shortly. Yeah, yeek.
Pudding. You're just as famous as Celebrity Daddy.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of the Flopcast. Did you guys enjoy the stretch your legs? Because I nearly shat myself by standing on one of the dog's squeaky balls. Nearly tripped on the fucking thing as Jay was showing me more Infinite Fusions. One that was a good one, Spiritomb Houndoom.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of funny how that's actually kind of taken off a little bit with the group, isn't it? Speaking of Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen, to those of you who are fans of the OG Pokemon Stadium and have been waiting for it to appear since they added Nintendo 64 onto the extension pass thing for the Nintendo Switch Online, well, on the 12th, they are releasing Pokemon Stadium for it. That's right. Okay. We're going to get a bit of a nostalgia trip where we're going to play Pokemon Stadium, and they have announced Pokemon Stadium 2 is also going to be hitting our shores on that exact same pass at some point this year. They're not giving a specific date, but the fact they've said it's going to be this year is very hopeful. Now, they've put on simply what we have all enjoy. Well, anyone actually got a chance to actually play it originally will obviously get to enjoy all the original mini games and how crap the moves were on the rentals. But one thing they're actually adding, which is new, will be a 4-player online battles.
Okay.
Yes. That is one of the most notable. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to actually transfer your Pokemon from any of the original 151 over onto this game, so you actually have your own thing. Unfortunately, you'll have to deal with the rentals. Because it would be a little bit too much for them to actually try and incorporate something like that. When technically what they're doing is just emulating it onto the Switch. But the fact that we're going to be able to play against we'll be able to speak. The fact that we're going to actually play together on there in a 4-player battle is good in my book. Granted, yes, we can do that now on the current Pokemon games, but it's still good because you'll be able to actually experience all the bullshit of Gen 1 mechanics. Like if you do the 4-person battle, then one person can use Toxic and another person can use Wrap, and then so one of the opponents won't be able to move for jack shit. Because that's how bullshit that was back in the day. Dealing with the Ekans was the worst. Especially if you were actually slower than it. If it got off, if you didn't kill it in one shot, or it was faster than you, that's it. And you couldn't change your Pokemon either. It was an absolute ball ache dealing with an Ekans. Not to mention also the announcer on Pokemon Stadiums is kind of funny as well.
That's true.
And apparently the announcer of the Pokemon Stadium games is also the voice of James in the anime.
Nice.
So yes. Although, not gonna lie, with how the announcer says some things like when a Pokemon gets knocked down or something like that, could easily be taken out of context to describe really bad time in bed. Oh, will take it down in one shot. Oh. So look forward to that, and I will actually be playing it on the channel as well. So look forward to seeing that, because I will be doing a rent. I will be doing basically a run at the Pokemon gyms in the game, and that's going to be hell, because if you lose to one of them on that gym, if you lose to one trainer in that gym, you start off from the very beginning. So say you take out 3 trainers and then you lose to the gym leader, you have to take out 3 trainers again.
Fuck that.
So that's going to be frustrating. I might even do my own little like rental randomizer where I'll have like a thing that'll basically be like between 150 and then I'll just like do like a random number and then I pick and then I choose whatever the Pokemon that is.
Sounds legit.
Which could be a laugh.
Yeah.
Expect an entire team of Caterpie, Weedle, Kakuna, Metapod, and Butterfree and Beedrill. Expect fucking hell. Oh, what's that? Voltorb? An Electrode? Well, here comes the self-destruct god. Boom! I'm definitely looking forward to that, and hopefully I will see you guys in there as well. Now, from one game being, one old game being brought to the light, finally, as fans have requested. The new, we got some information in regards of God of War Ragnarok, the new one.
Okay.
Well, they have finally added New Game Plus.
About time, but go on.
But they have added some extra little things to go with it. They have added new armor, a level cap, more enhancements, as well as a few other things in regards of New Game Plus. So they have added, for the equipment, they've added Armor of the Black Bear, Spartan armor, so you can look like the original Kratos, I assume, based on what I'm seeing here. Ares armor, sorry. Zeus armor. There's also a Spartan Aspis shield. And they've added a few little extra armors as well. And it looks like they've remixed 13 of their existing armors with new colours as well. So you can do no colour combination. There is now a new level cap as well. In New Game Plus, both Kratos and your enemies will become more powerful with an increased level cap. You'll be able to convert all your level 9 equipment, armor, weapons, and weapon components and shields into new Plus versions that will provide additional levels of progression. Converting your equipment will also yield a gilded coin that can be used to purchase one of the new enhancements from the shop. They've also added a quality of life adjustments to the shop, so you'll be able to purchase and sell resources incrementally. Buy or selling materials to get your equipment in tip-top shape for your New Game Plus run is now smoother than Kratos' scalp. This is from the PlayStation blog, I'm reading this as well, so...
Okay.
New enhancements. The Gilded Coins, engraving and badge enhancements. If you've ever agonised over an armour choice because you couldn't choose a favourite perk, the new enhancements available in the shop are for you. These take a selection of powerful and versatile perks from armour, engravings, and shield rounds, badges, allowing you to equip them in your amulets as enhancements. For example, you can purchase the Dragon Engraving, which has the Dragon Scaled Breastplate perk, Dragon's Fury, blocks and parries grant strength/defense stacking buff. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading that for some reason. You can equip that in your amulet while wearing an entirely different chest piece. So the fact is now that will offer a variety of different perks and stuff, as well as good combinations for you to be able to actually go into some of your rougher stuff. Berserker Soul Drops, Stat Boost Enhancements. Defeating the Berserker Souls on New Game Plus will also reward you with new enhancements to equip. While not as flashy as some of the perk enhancements, these will give you a big boost to select stats so you can lean into whatever build you like best even more. Burdens. Burdens are a new set of enhancements that allow you to equip negative perks for a tailor-made challenge. So, if anyone's not sure what I kind of mean by that, think the skulls from Halo. For example, the Burden of Evasion will automatically give Kratos the Frost status effect while he rolls. So for those of you seeking to ramp up your difficulty in regards to that game, well, that's kind of what they're going to be doing. New progression paths, new skill mod plus. Upgrade your existing skill mod tokens using XP to further enhance the effects of your favourite mods. Platinum tier labours. Carry over any progress from your kill labours or rata tasks, and continue to unlock a new platinum tier of rewards. Additional stat gains. Nornir chests will now provide Yggdrasil Dew to allow players to push stats far beyond their previous limits. And they've expanded the Niflheim arenas as well. And they have also, when you go into New Game Plus, they will also give the end game bosses a boost as well. So just when
makes sense.
Yeah, which not gonna lie is good. They have also they have made some enemy adjustments as well. That will be available across all difficulties in New Game Plus. They will also be they'll also be available on Give Me No Mercy and Give Me God of War in New Game Plus as well. Also, they've added a type of render mode for you to actually play the game in a different fashion. A black and white render mode, so you can literally have a bit more of a old school noir type feel. Because a lot of the noir films are like black and white. So it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. And apparently they are now allowing you to skip the cinematics in New Game Plus. That's actually the last bit. Skip cinematics. Pick your own pace when replaying the story with the option to skip cinematics in New Game Plus. Why that wasn't already a feature, I don't know. But yes, the update for New Game Plus, if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, is now available for God of War Ragnarok. So make sure you update that game and get in there with Kratos and try and slay some motherfuckers. And maybe not get curb stomped in the process. Just, bit of advice. Now, onto kind of like my final bit of information that I've been able to actually dig up, which isn't what you would actually be able to see everywhere and elsewhere. I did kind of touch on this, I think, maybe on the last Flopcast, but I have a bit more information now on kind of the whole deal in regards of Ark. Now, Ark, as it stands, the original Ark servers that people are playing on some of the older gens will be closing in August. That's to my understanding. I could be wrong on that. But that's because they'll be doing a next generation remaster of Ark called Ark Survival Ascended. And this is basically from their Twitter page. Ark Survival Ascended is a next generation remaster of our beloved Ark Survivor Evolved, harnessing the power of Unreal Engine 5. So another game going on Unreal Engine 5 now. Going to be seeing more and more games actually hitting that very, very soon, no doubt. It will be released on Xbox Series S/X, PC, Windows and Steam, and PlayStation 5 by the end of August. The base game will include the island, SQTF, and all the non-canon DLC maps, which will be added to ASA over time. Xbox Series S/X and PC players will only be able to get it via an ultimate value bundle known as Ark Respawn Bundle. This bundle includes ownership of both Ark Survival Ascended and Ark 2 and will be priced at $49.99. $49.99. This bundle will be available to purchase from the end of August for up to 1 year after Ark Survival Ascended and Ark 2 will be sold separately. Additionally, the bundle will provide players access to the exclusive 1-month closed beta to Ark 2 in 2024, before the rest of the general public can play Ark 2. PlayStation 5 users will be able to get their hands on Ark Survival Ascended as a standalone next-gen game at launch in August for $39.99. All the expansion packs will be sold separately on all platforms. $19.99 for Explorer's Pass, which includes Scorched Earth, Aberration and Extinction. Genesis Pass, same price, includes Genesis Part 1 and Genesis Part 2. At Ark Survival Ascended's launch, players will have access to the island, Scorched Earth and the new revamped game mode, Survival of the Fittest. In addition to many other new features, Ark Survival Ascended will feature the following improvements and enhancements. Unreal Engine 5 overhaul with Nanite, Lumen and RTXD. Dynamic Water. Interactive Foliage. Unreal Engine 5 performance gains, instanced rendering, large bases, etc. Threading, server networking and native physics engines. Cross-platform multiplayer. This includes cross-platform accounts and cross-progression, cross-voice chat and friends, etc. No matter which platform you start playing on, you can access your account, character, dinos and items on a different platform from the ultimate cross-platform experience. Cross-platform modding. We recognise the power to give players the tools and capability to define their survival experiences. So we want to take cross-platform one step further by working with Overwolf to introduce an industry-first cross-platform modding experience where mods created on PC are delivered directly to end users' consoles from a custom modding backend. That, I personally think, is actually pretty big.
That is quite big considering I haven't done that for Sims on console yet, no.
Yeah, like, there are not many games that actually have that, and that, considering the amount of mods I've actually seen for Ark, especially on PC, that'll be interesting to see how they operate on the newer gen consoles. Because I've seen some mods, well, when people have tried to do it on other like platforms like PS4 and Xbox One, it's kind of bricked. So that, not gonna lie, is huge, and I'm looking forward to, well, seeing the kind of shit that people come up with that one. The modding capability will include full blueprinting support, stacked mods and maps, everything that is currently possible on the Steam version of Ark, and more will be possible on the new system and be available for end users to play on consoles in all modes. Premium mods reviewed by Overwolf and Wildcard for quality control and value. Mod authors will optionally be able to specify price points for their mods, with 50% of the price point going to the mod author. This is necessary to pay for the custom infrastructure required for Overwolf to support, administrate and deliver mods to the console. Okay, so you want to be able to play with PC mods, you're gonna have to pay. Which,
I mean, if some of the revenue from that though is going towards the actual mod authors themselves, 50% isn't a bad idea.
50% of it is going to the mod author themselves.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah, which, not gonna lie, most game companies would actually not lean towards doing something like that. So the fact they've actually brought in another company to help them out operate it and actually service it and maintain it is actually huge. So,
yeah.
You get a golf clap from me, Ark. That is actually...
But yeah, you have to pay for the mod pack to be able to get PC mods on there. 50% of it's going to the actual mod authors themselves to be able to, you know,
and the rest is
get
going
their
to
shit better.
and the rest is going to the company that's especially helping like keep it, like administer and deliver it to you. So, in all fairness, it seems like a pretty good deal if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. So, hats off to you. There's more. Yeah, I've got 2 pages full of this stuff.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, Ark's not exactly a small game though, Damo.
Oh, you got a point there, you got a point. But then again, Ark isn't my kind of game, so that's why I'm zoning out the entirety of it. And I know I shouldn't, but I have tried playing Ark and I did not get on with it. Not my kind of game.
Ark's not my
and that's
game
why I'm
either.
starting to talk about it.
But I can still actually appreciate the next.
Oh no, I appreciate what they're doing with the mod pack shit. Like, I get that. Like, fucking done.
Yeah. Like,
I'm
literally,
just saying, like, I'm letting you just talk about it. So if people think I'm just, like, you know...
being disrespectful.
Being disrespectful, if I look pissed off... I'm not pissed off, I just have resting bitch face syndrome.
Trust me, she looks like that normally.
So, yeah. So it's not me disrespecting Chaos, it's me letting him fully have the floor about it, and then when a bit comes up that, you know, I tuned into that I feel like I should add a piece into, like I did, then I will.
It's no different. It's no different to when we're doing like Sims time with Damo. I try and listen. Like, Sims ain't my thing, but I try and listen actually and interact obviously as well. Damo is obviously picking the times to actually be able to interact as well, because literally the mod thing is a huge thing, especially considering Damo is actually a huge Sims fan and the amount of mods Damo is actually custom content.
Well, no, there's a difference between mods and custom content. Custom content is like, you know, in the world of Sims, clothes, furniture, accessories, hair, makeup, that is custom content. Mods is like, for example, the quick shower, quick bath mod. It's, you know, editing the gameplay. Mods are gameplay. Custom content is, you know, stuff to go on your Sims model.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just like additions.
Yeah, basically.
All right. That makes sense. Thank you for the clarification.
No problem. Anyway, back to you with continuing on whilst I watch some shit and listen at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was worth getting up out of bed this morning. I learned something. If you learn something every day, then it's worth getting out of bed. So, we plan on streamlining the process of upgrading Legacy Ark Survival Evolved mods to the next generation platform. We plan to reach out to current/former sponsored modders in preparation for the launch of ASA with the tools they need to get their mods ready before the launch. So that's good. They're actually going to be working with the community to actually get their shit up and running, so they can actually make sure it works properly, and hope and maybe if something doesn't quite work, they can actually help maybe figure out why it's not working and maybe fix it.
Also, Slayer says the problem is pretty much the whole community has with this is that Ark Survival Evolved servers are shutting down completely, so if you want to play, you have to buy Survival Ascended again to play on official.
Yeah, that is true. That is the unfortunate thing about it, Slayer, and I did actually say that earlier when I was reading the stuff out. But considering the fact that literally they didn't have the mod thing before, to my knowledge...
No, not for console at least.
Is it bad that you have to basically buy the game again to be able to actually play it again? Yeah, it is. But at the same time, Overwatch 2. That's all I'm saying. When they release a story, you'll basically have to pay for the story. Essentially, you're basically having to pay for just to be able to actually do shit on Overwatch 2. I know, I repeat Overwatch again and again and again, but essentially the best example I can give. Granted, it's a bit of a difference.
It's the best example right now.
It's the best. Yeah, it's the best example I can give at the time, off the top of my head. Fuck you, Blizzard. There is going to be cross-platform anti-cheat. Yeah, we'll see about that. Whenever I hear anti-cheat, I always give a bit of a raised eyebrow, because anti-cheats don't exactly work as well as a lot of companies would like to say. I.e. Call of Duty.
But in order to go with regulations and stuff, they kind of have to.
So I would not be surprised if some of the mods that are available currently on the Steam version that you would like to actually play, that might be updated then to the next gen might not work because it might be considered, well, some aspects might be considered cheating, and I imagine the anti-cheat might pick up on some of these mods accidentally. So that's going to be a lot of trial and error. So don't be surprised if mods don't entirely work within the first month of this coming out. So I'd give maybe till October, November before maybe trying some of that stuff. But that's just a safety precaution, so it saves you and everyone else a hassle. Survival of the Fittest will be integrated into the main product as a new fully supported game mode. It will have a dedicated team that will continue to work on more gameplay changes, mechanical improvements, quality of life, maps, and balance adjustments. The initial mode will be revamped with an exclusive Ark Survival Ascended update, including upgraded to Unreal Engine 5 with complete cross-platform and cross-modding support. Survival of the Fittest Unreal Engine 5 source content will be released for modders to utilise as they wish within ASA. Scorched Earth Survival of the Fittest map, matchmaking queue, character and creature customization with cosmetics, local lobby where you can group up with your friends, configure the look of your survivor and dinos, and queue up for lobbies together. Okay. So there's a thing basically where you can just make your shit before you go into a lobby.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Lots of bug fixes and balance and functionality improvements. Well, I think, to be honest, I think that kind of goes without saying, really, to be honest. Like, we never need, like, because there's literally 2 pages of information, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's gonna be some time. So, if you are an Ark fan, and I know obviously there are quite a few people that will be sad that obviously they'll be shutting the servers down, and then basically they'll have to pay for the game again. But do remember though, a lot of people also on consoles actually got a hold of Ark on PlayStation Plus because it was free on there for a time. So, art assets are being upgraded throughout the entire game. Newly designed holiday events take advantage of the next-gen pipeline, released as mods so they're always available to play. Oh. New content, QOL improvements, balance and gameplay changes, including but not limited to updated minimap, pan, zoom, pings, etc., similar to Survival of the Fittest minimap. New structures, display cases, smaller tech teleporters, and building QOL improvements, snap fixes, increased foundation support, foundation height adjustments, and more. Queuing system, new third-person camera with the option to opt out. Directional sprinting and walking, ping system, gamepad cursor, chibi slot and skins tab. Yeah, I had to double read that. Chibi slots. So does that mean you can actually make your survivor and the dinos go chibi?
Probably.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of funny. The idea of running around in a chibi fucking T-Rex. Just like. Balance passes, e.g. cave entrances, mechs, aberration creatures, more breedable creatures, etc., and more. Seriously, a lot more. This list isn't exhaustive, but it'll get super long if we list everything, and there's more we'll decide to do between now and launch too. I mean, fair enough. Live operations. We understand there will be questions regarding live ops for the product, so we'll review some key areas now. Final content update. In June, for Ark's 8th anniversary, we'll release Ark Survival Evolve's final content update, which includes the fan-voted Rhiniogolith. That's a fucking mouthful. I don't even know how I would actually say that. From the looks of things, it's going to be a big ass rhino. I'm sorry if I butcher it, ladies and gentlemen, but sue me. Cross-platform. It's important to note that Ark Survival Evolved and Ark Survival Ascended will coexist, but will not support crossplay between the two games. ASA will have undergone profound functional changes which prevent it from being compatible with the previous game. Hence why they're shutting the servers down in August. I imagine what will probably happen is they'll release Ark 2 and then maybe like a week or two, then shut down the original servers. At least that's the thought. I could be wrong. We plan to develop and release ASA exclusive holiday content that takes advantage of the next gen pipeline released in mods, so they're always available to play. Okay, so it looks like this is just information I've already basically read out.
Yeah.
Ark Survival Evolved updates will be limited to crashes and critical bug fixes. Feature sunset. With the launch of ASA, we will be ending official support for Primitive Plus, split screen, and procedurally generated maps. These aspects of the game will not be ported to the new Unreal Engine 5 version. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to basically go through. Huh. So that kind of calls into question then. What about obviously we've heard that obviously the American prices, and the fact that PlayStation 5 is getting standalone, whilst Xbox and PC get the next gen Ark upgrade, as well as access to Ark 2. So does that mean PlayStation 5 gets the ASA and then Ark 2 separately? Or maybe or do you think maybe they'll actually do some sort of bundle maybe at a later point? Because I can't imagine they would actually just literally leave out PlayStation like that.
With the acquisition?
Fair point. But still though, the fact that I don't know. Bit of an interesting one though. I will keep an eye on any more Ark information that does come up, because that's a lot of information that I just basically went through. And that's, not gonna lie, that's a lot of promises that they've made. So the fact is that they're going to be making any modded stuff cross-platform and have modded maps and stuff. That's... And also the prices of the mods as well, because obviously they say they'll be doing that, but it's what are the prices going to be? Because guarantee it's not going to entirely be cheap. So... Demo, in terms of mod prices and stuff, I'll ask your expertise in regards of mods or custom content in regards to Sims. How much does, when it comes to paid content or stuff like that, how much does that generally go for?
Depends on the modder, depends on the content creators. So obviously a lot of it is done through Patreon, sort of thing behind the paywall. But even then, EA's limited to, okay, you can hide behind a paywall, but only for 2-3 weeks. Then we can start kind of suing you if you know, keep it longer than that. And it also depends on the tier that you go for. I go for basic tier whenever I have done it, which still gives you basically all of it. But the higher the tier, obviously the more advanced you kind of get it sort of situation, and get to give feedback and make requests and stuff. And normally it's around about £3 to £6 usually behind a paywall. Again, it's completely different for every content creator. One of the ones that I absolutely love is it's more alpha custom content out of anything else, and it's not so bad, but it's so beautiful. So really well made. She charges around about £6.50 on Patreon for the first tier. And basically, yeah. It's just obviously because it's not just that time you're paying for and stuff like that. Like, you're getting it in advance before everybody else, like, you know, before everybody else obviously being a freebie. Stuff like that. MC Command, actually, give me one moment because I can literally get that up right now because they are also on Patreon.
I thought I'd just ask you because like you have more like ideas in regards to that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd like, because
Cute, but thank you. Right, anyway, I'm on that Patreon. Just... £3 a month for the basic tier and way too generous level, £8.50. Now, to be fair, and I'm going to read out the differences as well because you'll be fucking surprised the amount of differences, and it doesn't always seem a lot, but it actually is. So with the basic tier, as a thank you for supporting me, access to stable versions of all my modules before I do releases will be provided. This includes stable pre-releases, which may have bugs that I'm not aware of yet, but are not causing errors that I've seen. Access to my to-do list. For the current release, users will be encouraged to give feedback on my implementation of the to-do list. And then on this one, obviously the same as the basic tier, but also, you know, they will then post a complete list of their planned to-dos at this level. If there is something that someone would rather see in the next release to replace something I was planning to work on, I will place a high priority on the request and will try to fit it in if possible. And also, those users have access to Patreon only, users receive access to Patreon only Discord support servers. So even though they have their own Discord server for everybody else, this is a private one that you also get access to. And that's a mod, by the way, that just basically kind of like, you know, helps everything go a bit more smoother. Yes, I know my payment for Cupid did not go through. That is a really cute top, though. Sorry. Custom content. You know, so that's month. No. Wait, you've got different tiers now. Hold the phone.
Demo.
Sorry, I'm research. And you know, this one, Cupid, is choose what you want to pay for a specific item, but you can also go in tiers as well. So like, they don't mind if you pay £3. That covers you for the entire month. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dependent on what they want to charge. As long as it's not stupid expensive, like one custom content creator who I'm not going to name and give them the satisfaction, and I can't bother with their bullshit drama they like causing, who charges for basic tier. Are you ready for this?
Go on, then.
15 quid.
Jesus!
Yeah. For shitty shoes that bug the fuck out in game. Like, hello? I don't fucking think so.
Like, oh my god, hello.
But this Cupid person is more on the NSFW clothing. It's also where I got the Scream, like, little hoodie for my sim, if you remember, last year.
I remember.
Yeah, that's what I paid £3 for.
Alright, well, thanks on that one, Damo. That kind of like,
That's no problem.
I kind of maybe gives a general idea, but considering the nature of like Patreon though, as well. Damo. Damo. So, alright, it should be interesting to see like the level, because I think, well, Arc mods are going to be a bit on a larger scale. Considering the size of the Arc maps.
And download you.
I think we might, if you want to see what Damon might be showing, make sure you tune into Damo streams at Twitch.
I love that.
At twitch.tv/it's Damu.
I love that. Oh my god. Yes. Download.
Alright. Now onto something that's literally just popped up. So,
Okay.
obviously, there's a new Star Wars Jedi game coming soon, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, with Ian Gallagher. Right?
Yeah, guess how much the install site, guess how big it's going to be to install?
Nearly as big as Call of Duty.
150 gigabytes on release.
So still less than Call of Duty.
Yeah, still.
Call of Duty is going more than 200 gig for install.
Yeah, on release.
You don't get a choice.
Here's the thing, that's just Call of Duty now, but on release, on day release, Damo.
Yeah?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, multiplayer over 200 gig. Get
Yeah,
out
but
of here.
yeah, but that's not. We're not counting Call of Duty because they like to add everything in multiple fucking packs instead of just
That
one
was
big
Call of
fucking
Duty
game.
Modern Warfare 2 on release, woman.
Woman, do I look like autistic to you?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Beautiful. You beautiful, sexy, bald bitch. I'm gonna tell Emma you've been a good man and give you a little spanking.
Stop making me horny. Yes, I just did that. But yeah, still, for a game like this though, like obviously
Worth
Call of
it.
Duty, obviously like Call of Duty, obviously you can kind of expect something like that. Red Dead Redemption 2, again, because it had multiplayer and much other stuff. But a game that's got a linear path like the Star Wars Jedi game.
Yeah.
150. I'm sorry, but why?
1, it's Star Wars. 2, technology. 3, hello. A lot of people these days have external hard drives and very spacious PC spaces. And plus Ian Gallagher.
What? What's Ian Gallagher got to do with the fucking size? Unless it's to fit his fucking ego.
Dude. Hello. No, it's to fit the entire package.
What's his penis got to do with everything?
Didn't say about his penis. Talking about that ass, like, dang.
Fuck's sake.
You're talking to someone who has downloaded pre-made sims of, like, favourite TV characters and shit and used wicked whims. Like, come on.
This one isn't as linear, it's more open world. Okay. But
no, it makes sense because Sims 3, open world, big as shit at that point.
it's EA, they can't package shit. This is literally the same company that said, "Oh, we don't have any single player games." Literally, when we found that out, what did we do? We looked up the fucking list. And then they basically just killed any chance of another single player game that people have been wanting. Because they're greedy bastards. Fucking hell.
I'm replying just to take it off in like literally 10 minutes, so you know.
Not even gonna ask on that one because I ain't got a fucking clue how to
It's a female thing. It's a female thing.
I wasn't gonna. I don't think it's just a female thing. I think it's anyone that uses lipstick. And says, I ain't got a fucking clue. I'm not gonna bother. I'm not even gonna touch that.
And plus, Virgo. Perfectionist. It was annoying.
We are not gonna get on the fucking star sign thing. We'll be here till the next fucking end of existence.
It's in my nature to be a perfectionist when it comes to certain things in life, okay? Like, get back to it.
No, you're just a stubborn bitch. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final 5 minutes of the Flopcast, and that's
Oh my.
And
They
Damo,
have made cum stains for wicked whims. Nice.
I'm glad you shared that with us.
You're welcome. Since at any point of you telling me and asking me originally from day one, hey, Damo, do you want to be my co-host? And I went, fuck yeah, my guy. Did you think at any time in life that you were going to regret that decision?
I wasn't expecting, as I'm trying to talk, all of a sudden I hear is cum stains. I was not expecting...
Wicked whims, mod. Nut.
I feel like I've lost this battle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, you have. Nut.
We are not going to start that shit here.
Nut, everybody!
And server mutes. Yes. You did just see that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, thank you very much. We are actually in the final few minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh, fucking hell. You see what you started? See, I guarantee what's probably going to happen now in a few of our chats. It's either going to be nut or nuggies.
Hey, you can say nuggies in my nut if you want.
Ew.
You can say nuggies in my chat if you want. Sorry, my brain was just like nut.
Yeah, you had nut on the brain. You put the nut all over the nuggies.
Okay, I don't masturbate over food. That's just disrespectful to the food.
That was literally pretty much how your sentence was then before you recreated yourself.
Yeah, because I did ADHD.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Elijah. So YouTube, Elijah's basically just put in the chat, let it nut, let it nut.
Let it nut, let it nut.
Copyright's
Can't
gonna
hold it
fucking
back
ban
anymore.
me.
Let it nut.
Alright, that's enough of that shit. Save your nut for Yuri. But yeah, I hope you guys actually enjoyed this episode of the Pizza Oven Flopcast, where we tried to talk about video games. We also, well, I actually got to go on a bit of a conversation in regards of updates and in regards to something, and I'm not even actually passionate about Ark. It's not even my type of game. But I like to actually try and deliver information as it's presented to me.
Well, open then, Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, update. Download.
Fucking...
God, it's been doing this for days. I'm like, I've already downloaded you. No, it turns out I didn't even fucking download and install.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Oh, it sounds like a fucking G-shade issue. Fix your shit. Allow. Just because I'm not renewing
Demo.
Nut.
Demo.
Nut.
Nuggies.
Nutty nuggies.
Anyway, as I was saying before essentially my conversation got creamed on.
Before you got nutted on.
The next episode of the Pizza Oven Flopcast will be on the 24th of this month, same time, provided my work situation doesn't change.
You almost said that. You almost said that.
I might as well change the title of the fucking Flopcast to Nut, Nut, and Nut.
Yeah, we gotta say it. Nut.
I've been saying fucking.
So anyway, the next Flopcast will be on in 2 weeks' time. Same time as always, but also depending if Chaos hears back about a potential new job opportunity. In terms of next Monday.
Nuts. No, it's not easy to fucking do it when someone's interrupting you with nut, is it? Just shut the fuck up and let me get on with it.
As of next Monday.
Fucking let me get on with it.
Otherwise,
Let me fucking do this shit.
Genuinely normal stream because we have not decided on the next voice acting scenario situation thingamabobby that we will be doing. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful nutty night. And as always, stay chaotic and live for the challenge. That's
I feel like I can easily file a copyright claim here. And defamation of character, so I just got nutted on. But yes, as Damo has said, just stated, 24th, be there, same time unless shit changes. I hope you all have a very good rest of the evening. We are gonna start to get ready to do a raid. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what's coming. The raid commands. Obviously, that is the first one for those of you who are followed, and for those of you who are subscribed. I will get yours in a momento.
But whilst he's doing that, his nutcast. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't stop myself.
But ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to find my co-hosts, then you can go and you can find them over on their Twitch channel at twitch.tv/itsdamu96.
And if you would like to come to an extremely dead Twitter account, because I can't post anything other than my stream and occasional pictures of my cats, on Twitter, you can go to twitter.com/partywithknives, where you can find more antisocial bullshit from me, mainly involving my cats. So, and I do also do a bunch of retweets from Chaos's Twitter handle, as well as a few other friends and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll get there eventually.
And if you want to check out my Twitter, it's at Chaos Mason, where I retweet a lot of like positive stuff. I'll obviously say about obviously when streams are happening. I may also show clips that have happened throughout the streams as well. I'm trying to actually be proactive more on the social media circuit, so you guys can actually at least be kept up with stuff in the loop. Or if you've got any questions you want to ask me, then you can obviously at me. We are going to go ahead and raid a very lovely man, obviously as we do every Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be raiding the lovely Blue Moo Gaming.
Can you leave the boys alone? We had a perfect outro and you're just being a rude little boy. Yeah, you go and lick your toy.
So,
sorry.
I hope you all have a very wonderful rest of the evening. And with that being said, this is how you do a demo. Raise your pizzas high and say it with me!
Stay with me.
Stay chaotic.
Stay chaotic.
And live for the challenge.
And live for the challenge.
Bye.
Bye.